What's going on, everybody? We are almost to 100 subscribers. We're at 93 at this moment. Once we get to 100, I want to do some type of giveaway, drawing, whatever the heck you call it. So if you're watching the video, like and subscribe, and you can be entered into that giveaway. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be yet. It'll probably be some type of like Amazon gift card, something like that. Something that everybody can use. In this video, we are going to go over some finds that I found at the thrift store, some ones that you'll want to be on the lookout for, some easy sellers, some brands maybe you've never heard of, a little bit of everything in this one. So stay tuned, enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe so you can get entered into that drawing whenever we get to 100 subscribers. Make sure you're picking up quality items, make sure you're picking up items that are actually going to make you money, stuff that you like to list is a big one. If you don't like to list what you're listing, it sucks. And I like listing clothes. I actually enjoy it. And one thing about this video is that everybody knows like what a North Face jacket sells for, right? I mean, like a $550 North Face jacket that I just showed, I think in my last video, that'll sell for right around 50 bucks, right? Pretty much everybody knows that, and they sell all the time. But there's some brands in here that I've never heard of that actually sell pretty good. So we'll go over those right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Let's go over these. Woolrich. This is a Woolrich sweater. Everybody knows about Woolrich, especially wool stuff. It's in the name. A lot of this stuff is I paid $250 or less, and it's not going to sell for crazy money, but it's going to give me good profit. And especially with clothing, because you're not going to find a home run in clothing every time you go out. All right, I bought this for $1.99. It's a Marmot shirt. I know that brand's a good brand. I don't know about their shirts. I didn't look it up. I just seen the brand, seen it was $1.99, and I knew there had to be some value in it. So let's see, what is it made out of? It's a mixture of rayon and polyester combined. Probably around $20. This is one of my go-to brands, Ralph Lauren. Only this is a men's shirt, a men's button-down that was only for $1.99. $1.99, Ralph Lauren. I'm gonna pick it up every single time I see it for $1.99. I'm not real sure what this shirt's gonna go for, but I know I'm gonna make at least $10 off of it. One of the pricier items I got today is this jacket. This is an Eddie Bauer EBTEC jacket. Now a lot of these have Gore-Tex in them. This one does not, and most of them are down-filled. This one is not. I'm not gonna make a killing on it. This is probably a $30 jacket. I bought it for 10 bucks. So 10 into 30, not the greatest of profit, and I really don't like spending $10 to sell it for 30, especially if it might sit there for a little while. Alright, so I'm sitting here editing this video, and I need to tell you this Eddie Bauer EBTEC jacket was the worst buy I had of the day, by far. I went to zip it, it doesn't zip. It was zipped up when I bought it, and I unzipped it. Now that I'm zipping it back up, it doesn't work. So it's worthless. It's absolutely worthless. I spent $10 on it. I was looking to sell it for 30, and then the zippers broke. So I spent $10 for nothing. I wasn't too happy. It is what it is. It's part of the process. It's part of the game. That was a bad buy from the get-go. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it. Usually they have Gore-Tex and downfilling, and those ones are very valuable. So if you see Eddie Bauer EBTECs with the downfill and the Gore-Tex, pick them up, because you're going to make some good money on them. But let's get back to the video. I bought two hats. The first one is a brand new San Diego hat. It is literally just San Diego. It's not like a team or anything. I don't know this brand. It is a little dirty on the side. I'll clean that up. I probably won't. I'll probably sell it new and explain that I did have to wash the hat a little bit to get it all the way clean, but it does have the tag still on it, so it's never been worn, but it was a little dirty. So I bought this for $2.99. I'll probably sell it for, I don't know, $10 to $15 plus shipping. The North Face hat. And this one's actually pretty cool. It's a bear, and there's mountains built into the bear. This is all embroidered on the hat, and you can see the North Face under there. It's a trucker hat, so I looked a couple up, and just a plain old North Face hat sell for $15. So I'm guessing $20, $25 on this hat, which is pretty good for a hat. Like I said, the design is obviously what's going to make it. The colorway, I think, is a good colorway with the light blue and blue. So looking right around $20, $25 on this one. With hats, for some reason, I'll buy them for $3 to sell them for $15. I think it's because it's so easy to list. This is literally takes 1 minute to list, 1 minute to take pictures, and 1 minute to ship. You'll take at most 5 minutes to do what you need to do with the hats. I actually love finding these. These are Columbia ski jackets, and it's actually a vintage one. If you see, vintage style colorway. Back then they had a better color sense or design sense, I feel, than we do now. The color blocking and stuff like that was so cool back in the day. It says Skedaddle on the back. I paid $10 for it. Here's one of the brands and sweaters that I don't know if everybody knows about. Alan Stewart. I looked this up, and these sweaters sell crazy for what they are. I paid $2.49 for this, and I should be able to make, honestly, anywhere from 30 to 50. I've seen some sell for 30, I've seen some sell for 50. It's all about the design. This has a pretty cool design. I mean, you could definitely tell it's older. It's in really good shape. It doesn't have any, flaws. It doesn't look like it doesn't have any stain. About 30 or 40 bucks. Alan Stewart. This is a Land's End polyester and acrylic pullover, sweater, sweatshirt, fleece, more of a fleece. The cool thing is how it looks. I love these fleeces. I feel like they sell better. They're thicker. Land's End is a really good brand for me to sell stuff like this. The winter clothes, the winter vests, the down-filled stuff. I just sold a jacket that was down-filled Land's End for 50 bucks. I only paid a couple of bucks for it, so I definitely think it's worth it. I can get 20 plus out of it. My goal with clothes is I need to make at least $10 for sure. If I need 10 sales and I get $10 profit, can I make it off of $10 profit per item at 10 sales? No, that's why I have a part-time job. If I did 20 sales a day at $10 profit after everything, including taxes, everything, that I can manage. If I had to, I could go full-time on that. It's 7 days a week, you got to remember. So I can manage on that, but I can't do 100. It's just not enough to go out and spend more on more stuff, pay the bills, feed the kid. And trust me, feeding the kid is no easy task. I'm telling you right now. I'm just joking. If you can hear him now, he's yelling in here thinking that this isn't going to go in the video, but it is. Because I want you to know that I spend hundreds of dollars a week just for him to eat Debbie cakes. $100 Debbie cakes.
That's you.
Don't listen to that. Here's another one that I don't know if everybody knows about. 0 point. Point zero. Not 0 point. It's point zero. Never heard of point zero. And I found two of these sweaters. There's another one coming up. I mean, just a strike, but this is an older one. I looked up tags to make sure that I knew that it was an older one. And I spent $2.49 on it, and I should get about $25 out of this. There's another Ralph Lauren. Like I said, if I'm paying $2.49 for it, $2.49 for this thing, I am buying it definitely. And it has like a different, like a shoulder pad. You can see that. That's kind of cool. It is quarter zip. It is full zip. All right. Never mind. It's full zip. I couldn't see the zipper. Well, Ralph Lauren. This is at least 20. I'm sure everybody's come across this brand, Jansen. This is a vintage Jansen. These things sell pretty well, especially acrylic with a decent design. $25, just to be safe. And most of the prices I'm telling you is just to be on the safe side. Here's another brand I love to pick up, Duluth Trading. Duluth Trading is one of my favorite brands to sell. It sells very quickly for me. This is a brand new button down. This is more of like an outdoorsy summer type shirt or spring fishing, all that. The price on the shirt at the store is $64.50. So on eBay you're thinking probably what, 30? I might be dreaming on that last one. I don't know if I'll get 30 out of it, but I should get somewhere in the 20s at least. I just listed one of these, so I picked this one up. This is a Walter Hagen 11 Majors golf quarter zip. These things go for right around the $20-$25 mark. I got a navy blue one. It has a kind of like a cool design on it, plaid design on it. That one I know sells for 25 because that's what it kept selling for when I looked up sold comps. That one especially sells for 25. This one will probably be more like just a couple bucks less, probably, honestly. Probably like 22. Again, I paid almost nothing for it, so I'll take that. Now this is the big one that I've never heard of. Saturdays. This is definitely an older brand. I've never heard of this. I looked this one up. This one does really well too. Especially, again, pay $2.49. Especially with good designs. This one's pretty colorful, if you can tell. It has like blue, orange, red, white all in it. Makes it kind of look like a rainbowy, I'm gonna price it around 30 to 40 bucks. see what happens. And honestly, with that Saturday sweater, I'm thinking that's women's. That's pretty small for an extra large men's. At that certain thrift store that I went to, they do that a lot. They put a lot of stuff in the men's section that is actually women's, just because it's a button down or a sweater, like a thick sweater. They'll put it in the men's. I don't know who's deciphering which is which, but they put a lot of women's stuff in the men's. When I do the measurements, I'll know. This is a J. Crew flannel. Now, I don't usually pick up J. Crew just like a normal flannel or anything, but this design is really cool. How it's like half and half of like two different flannels. I think that's really cool. I didn't look it up. It could be worth, $10. Could be worth, a lot more. But I paid $1.99 for it, so, it'll be worth it. This design's got to be worth something. And I am definitely trying to get better at being in the thrift store and not having to look every single item up. I'm getting a lot better at it. I'm learning so much more. So now I'm going in there and I know exactly, am I picking this up? Is it worth it? Is that price worth it? They just need to be quality items. I'll keep saying that. Quality items. If you're just putting a bunch of junk on eBay, you're not going to sell anything. You could have 2,000 items on there, but if they're all junk, you're not going to sell much. If you have quality items, you're going to have some good sales. This is Ralph Lauren Performance, right? Yeah, Polo Ralph Lauren Performance. And this is a jogging jacket or a fleece jacket, whatever you want to call it. Really, really nice. These jackets actually do really well. Like most of the stuff I got, in between 20 and 30 bucks, I think, on this. Especially with the size it is, a 2X. So 2X Ralph Lauren, definitely going to sell pretty quick. Here is the other .0 sweater that I was talking about. This one is also an older version. I don't know exactly what it's going to sell for, but it's going to make me at least that $10 mark that I keep talking about. This is vintage Ralph Lauren. And I know this one's vintage. Full show. You can tell just by the design that it's vintage. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome. And this thing was only $1.99. If I could rock it, I would definitely wear it, but I can't because I just can't wear this kind of stuff and look good. It's size medium, so it's not the best size. I'm hoping I can at least make 15, 20 bucks off of it. It's not going to sell for anything crazy, but it's still a cool design. It's still going to sell. And the last thing we have, it is World Cup time. So this is a brand new, and I paid $6 for this because I know it's probably going to be worth it. And I know it is worth it. Umbro Italia, even though Italy is not in the World Cup, this should sell anyways, just because soccer is so big nowadays. Football. So probably 30 bucks. 30 bucks on this. Take it or leave it. So that's what we got today. Like I said, it was right around 20 items. I think looking at it, we spent 89. There's at least 20 items in there. I would say we're right around the 400 mark with the gross. So, well, yeah, 400 with gross. So I would say I'm probably gonna end up making about $200 off of this thrift. With clothing, you're not gonna make a killing, but that's why I'm trying to bulk my store up, trying to get as many things as I can in it. That way, I sell more per day, I make more per day. I know I'm not gonna make a killing off everything I find, so I have to bulk my store up, and that's what I'm talking about. I gotta get my store to, I would say, over 1,000 listings in the next couple months for sure. And then by the end of next year, it needs to be 2,000 plus. At that point, I should be selling 10 to 20 things a day. And with that being, different. It's not always going to be $10. It's going to be more sometimes. So I try to make at least $10. So $10 or more, and you're getting 10 to 20 sales. You can think you're probably making $400 to $500 gross. After taxes and everything, you're making at least $200, $300 a day. I actually wonder, at the time, what your guys' prices are where you live. If you could comment below what's the price of your shirts, jeans, shorts, button downs, sweaters, all that. So what are your prices where you are? I'd love to know. I know there's so many different prices. I know I've heard like in San Francisco, it's $10 for a button down. I wouldn't be selling clothes if I lived in San Francisco, obviously, but they do have better clothing. They do have a better selection than what I'm getting around here. I'm working with a lower, grade, I guess, of clothing than what you would find in like a bigger city. If I was doing this in a bigger city, I think I would be doing a lot better with the finds. But I'll take what I'm doing. I'll take what I'm getting. I'm doing it. So don't fix it if it ain't broke. I guess that's what the old saying is. Anyways, this video is done. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please subscribe. If you've made it this far, you definitely need to subscribe. So subscribe to the video, like the video. Come back next time for the next one, because I'll see you on the next one. Later.